You know what, folks? I'm sad. Hey, boss! Look, I know you've been feeling down in the dumps lately, so I bought you something that'll cheer you up! You know, it's a bunch of games, and for real cheap, too! What do you think? Well, at least he's a little bit more lively. Oh dear. I really hit the bottom, haven't I?
Well, it goes without saying, Action 52 for the Nintendo. We all know it, and we're all well aware of its unlicensed, unseal of approvalized, lazy programmer of a quote-unquote game ever made. Mostly known for its Saturday morning ripoff, the Cheetah Men, and I'll be honest, I wish they got the toy and cartoon license they were trying for. And let's also be honest, to say I'm not the first person to make reviews about classic video games is a gross understatement. I'm just letting you know, I'm aware of the sheer brown stuff that inhabits these particular waters. I mean, we have enough of that around already.
This town needs an enema!
I won't keep going on about that. It's merely a segue to get in what I got. That's Action 52 times 2 plus 10 and 3 times 50, 12... I don't know, I don't do math, I'm an artist. Plug and play 140 games. That's really all it's called. Honestly, if anything, I'd like to call this by the company it was made by, DreamGear. Though it says no console required, it is a console, within a controller that plugs right into the TV. This even suggests you can plug it into the car, if you're one of those kinds of parents who makes their kids watch Shrek 14 times a day to make them quiet on the way to Grandma's house, slowly draining their brains of any joy or imagination. So yeah, it really is all that simple. All you need is thrice the AA batteries to power it up, jam it into a TV with composite inputs. In this day and age, I suppose it's gotta be somewhere. I wish I could say the same for the box that it's in. Stupid. I hate these so much. This controller is most likely molded off of something else. I just can't quite put my finger on it. It also has 2 control sticks, though I highly doubt you'll be using them separately for any given situation. It's most likely there because of the mold they took the controller from, so what the heck, might as well keep it. I mean, this is a quality American-made product. The D-pad itself is pretty oddly grooved and something I'm not used to, but hey, if you don't like one, you'll most likely use the other.
Well, we got a lot of ground to cover, so let's not waste any more time, shall we? And see what the DreamGear is all about.
Okay, we're off to a good start. This is your menu screen, where a pair of fairly annoyed or suspicious bunnies gaze upon a bifurcated-lipped sun, undoubtedly laughing at you as you venture through this menu screen parted in 8s. Oh, we're going to be seeing this first page a lot. I find it rather amusing that the first game, Howling Killer? Yeah, that title says ages 5 and up right there. Oh no. No. That's Simba. That's freaking Simba, everyone! Along with some Comic Sans for the title? Oh man, Walt Disney would be proud of this plagiarism. I mean, we're just at the first game of this thing, and already I wonder how this slipped through the cracks.
Hello, Disney? Yes, I'd like to report a malicious act against your fair company. You see that... Wait, you heard of me? Oh, you've seen my Aladdin the Hero's Revenge video! That's awesome! Yeah, I did parody A Whole New World in that. But you see, I took it down, and there's no more Yeah, I understand, but... Okay, look, I have to go. I have a towel in the oven, and I gotta hang it dry. Okay, bye! I don't think I should do that anymore.
Like I said, first game, and oh man, do I have a lot to say about it. I'd like to know where in time this takes place near Pride Rock, because there's a friggin' dinosaur here, which can easily be eviscerated by young Simba's kitty swats. Why am I playing young Simba anyway? I thought adult Simba was at the whatever. Hell, I mean, Simba's got some balls to take down an herbivorous beast his size, but when it comes to a lowly caterpillar, I think he's quickly downgraded on the food chain. Look at this. Someone want to tell this guy he's not next in the evolutionary chain for a minute? Oh, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to trip you there, buddy. There is no way you're going to tell me this is anything but the same sprites used for the actual Lion King games. Now, stolen sprites aside, though I don't know where these dinosaurs came from, if anything, I will admit this is clearly a definite improvement in graphics over the horrendous slop in Action 52. But that's not really saying much. The controls can be pretty unresponsive, but not completely unmanageable. I mean, this is a game. Not a good one, but hell, you have items, enemies, actual maneuverability, yet there is no goal. You collect a couple stars, swat off a couple enemies, but that's it. There is nothing here. There's a stoplight here on the edge of a cliff that was really difficult to get to, and I don't know, in prehistoric Africa? What is this, dinosaur train? Nothing happens! And I ventured all around here and there's nothing else, so far as I can tell, that's it for this game. Can you imagine being a kid, playing your first game on this thing, having no clear destination, goal, or clue what to do next? I imagine this kid in the car playing is still gonna start kicking the back of the driver's seat in frustration over the fact that he got shocked to death by a hobbling theropoda! Also, if you haven't noticed, lions don't howl! They roar! Next game! Oh, and each time you want to exit the game, you have to press the reset button. And sure enough, back to the first menu screen. Though this controller has a limited amount of buttons, you're only going to be using about 3 of them, as 2 of them are just turbo buttons, in case, I don't know, you gotta go fast. Number 2, Primitive Man. The first original-looking character in this train wreck, though not by much. You play as Ringo Starr from Caveman in modern times, of course. How primitive. Within the city you trudge, you're met with venomous frogs, obviously. And what caveman game wouldn't be complete if you didn't have to collect bottles of beer and hop over trash cans that are meant for the Jolly Green Giant? This plucky caveman even has one of those wonderful weapons that tends to briskly graze above your enemies unless you're just in the right spot. His movement is, shall we say, much like molasses. And it took me a while to figure this out. If you press down and forward, you can run. Has a running function ever been used in that fashion before? I mean, I'm no programmer, but, well, it doesn't really matter anyway, because once you go down a ladder, you'll notice that Primitive Man is far too tall for the sewers. You serious? Another game without a goal? And this one is obviously messing with you. You can see a space, but there is no real method to go forward. After the running trick, I tried everything. Crawling? Nope. Running and rolling? Nope. Shooting at it? Nope. I feel like a primitive caveman desperately pressing buttons to try and proceed. So you really have no choice but to end this and go to the next game. Gosh, I hope they're all this easy to review. Number 3, Racing Fighter. Now, this game looks familiar. Remember Spy Hunter? Well, this is the budget version. You just move forward, shoot what's ahead of you, and try to reach the end before your fuel runs out. The cars in your way come out in clusters and tend to aim right for you, giving you a very limited reaction time to maneuver. Once you reach the end, you're greeted to a photo of our protagonist, the Survivor Man, resting against his Jeep for a quick cigarette as he roasts the remains of what must be one of the other drivers he happened to pass by on the highway. Yeah, there's not much to talk about here, but I can't shake this feeling that we're going to see this kind of POV quite often.
Are you still with me, folks? 3 down. God help me.
Number 4, Wonder Rabbit. That's not a rabbit. I don't know what it is, but it ain't no rabbit! Here's something you don't see in your typical hack and slash programming, some actual gameplay mechanics. As Wonder Rabbit, apparently you can switch to a couple forms. Like in this default yellow form, he's dashing, I must say. Though to be honest, I don't know what button makes him dash unless he clearly doesn't. Pressing both buttons, yes, you heard me right, pressing both buttons at the same time will switch his forms to do other stuff, such as Klimbin, or climbing. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily a skill or a power. Usually game characters have that ability right off the bat. I mean, you see a ladder in front of you, you friggin' climb it. I don't know if you really need to gain or lose the ability to climb, but here you are. Switching to red gives you the flying ability, though that drains your power meter like nothing, and getting any sort of energy for it is, well, non-existent as far as I can see. And I still fail to see what makes this thing a rabbit! Blue is swimming, though I haven't done that either in this game, and other red color allows you to hitting power, where you can hit things. Okay, it's a kangaroo. This thing's a damn kangaroo! Just call it a kangaroo! Oh, I'm sorry, he's neither. He's Cabot. Changing into different abilities will also kind of take away some other stuff that you can do, like jumping good, or not being able to shoot your fiery rabbit breath. Oh, come on, guys. You're pretty good at this programming stuff. You don't have to steal from other games. I would continue playing this game, as it is one of the more tolerable ones so far, except for the fact that the music loops every 8 seconds. I mean, I don't mind one song, but at least give it a little bit more than this.
I can't take it any longer. That good-for-nothing hair must die. Hair, die. Hair dye! That's a joke, son! Went right past ya! Rest in peace, Cabot!
Game 5, Extreme Rally. Oh, I'm very certain there's nothing extreme about this one. Wait a minute, 2 players? You can only have 1 controller! There isn't any way to connect anything else into this thing, and would you really want to try and buy 2 of these just to see if you could? Hell, you can't even select 2 players, so what's the point of having it there? Well, I was right. Apparently you're a generic car, racing against another generic car to the finish line, and holy crap, the mere push of a button sends your car veering straight into a wall. What do you think, that up and down would help you maneuver? Nope, not here. You have either left or right, and it doesn't even matter. If you slightly press it or not, you're immediately sent into the wall. Of course, with some practice, you can easily just run into the rival automobile at the starting line for a boost. If you want to, I mean, you'll start to notice that even if you win, it's not going to get you anywhere except having to continue playing more of whatever game you're playing. And why would you want to? Experiencing each game for just 5 seconds gives you the gist of it. So by the time you finish a stage, you'll just want to move on to the next game, hoping for something different. Well, good thing there's 140 of these. Oh god. Even the signs in the game beckon you to continue in their own malicious way. Go on. You are a hero. UFO crossing ahead. Game 6, Highway Rider. Almost immediately we're pulled into another racing game. Again, no player 2, so why bother? Except this time you actually can move up and down, and it won't lead you into a drunken turn towards the concrete wall. Plus you're on a motorcycle. Great! Yet there is literally nothing in this game. I mean, once in a while a few obstacles get in the way, but for the most part, you could probably just play this game holding down the acceleration button. Yippee!
I don't even want a pickle. I just want to ride on my motorcycle.
Game 7, Magic Joni. Tony? No, Joni. Well, another original looking character. Gotta give some credit for that, except, again, 2 players. And what the... This one actually has a story to it! Because nutrition sucked by the huge... Okay, wait, I wasn't done. The Greenland is becoming... hey, yo, slow down! You actually made a story! You actually want to let people read it? Oh, looks like I gotta put on the old screen grab goggles. Because nutrition sucked by the huge monsters, so all the plants have thriving one. No idea. This atmosphere of peace has been destroyed. The Greenland is becoming to wasteland, and people's lives were also threatened by monsters. Till one day, a little hero called Joni has come up. In the conversation, he must defeat all these monsters by his magic flowers. But they all died of malnutrition because it sucked. Did you get all that? Well, the space is pretty limited, and from what I can tell, you have to defeat all the monsters by waking your flower before them and getting them fed. Feed me some more. Okay, so see if this makes any sense. The left button brings up the flower to Joni's right side, while the right button brings it to the left side. This can be pretty disorienting, considering no matter which way you turn, you think the flower would go to the direction you're facing. No, it's the buttons that determine left or right, no matter which way you face. Just eat up little monsters until you die. This sound like fun yet? The game demo doesn't even want to try. Look at this. Why is there a treasure chest if no one can even open it? It's clearly indicated that you need to find keys for something, but there's nothing you can do beyond devouring these stupid little animals with your tomato plant from the Amazon DuckTales. Ugh, we're almost done with the first page of this torture. Game 8, Either Mission. Yay, our first shoot 'em up. I actually happen to like these kind of games, but knowing what we've been through so far, yep. Wow, would you listen to that atmosphere? Just brings you right into the mood of space, doesn't it? Sounds more like my alarm clock is trying to wake me up. Yeah, just shoot the things in space. Even though we're a jet fighter shooting against planes and stealth bombers. Once in a while a power-up shows up, but all it really does is make it so that your fighter shoots automatically. Wow, such diversity! I could already do that with the turbo button! Okay, I'm getting nowhere in this game. Let's move on. Game 9, Fishing Challenge. Oh, excuse me, Atlantic Fishing Tournament 2005, as it states for several times on the first screen. And the next. Okay, well this is different, a two-player game where you fish. You pick your lure, sink your hook, and wait for a fish to bite before the other player. Yeah, if you like this sort of thing, I guess it could be entertaining? I don't know. Not sure how many times I can stand to get the next sturgeon, tunny, ling, or silvery pomfret. Game 10, Danger Bridge.
He's the greatest. He's fantastic. Wherever there is danger, he'll be there. He's the ace. He's amazing. He's the strongest. He's the quickest. He's the best. Danger
Bridge.
Danger
Bridge.
Danger.
By PowerJoy Limited.
They seem to be rather proud of this one, considering the effort that they put into the title screen alone. But this game is just one of those get him to the other side of the screen sort of deals. I feel like I played this game on a Game & Watch. And I have! A herd of shifty mushrooms run down, and you have to make sure they get across by moving the pink tiles before they fall over. This is repeated over and over and over, until you die. Congratulate!
Congratulate. Congratulate.
Congratulate. You're a dick.
Game 11, Frantic Fishing. You figure it would be a while until you got to the next fishing game, but here it is. Nothing really frantic about this, considering you, once again, pick a lure, roll it down, a pair of eyes until you get a bite, and then, yeah, you get the idea. I find it interesting your lures consist of worms, chicken, crabs, and jewels. Yum yum. Good fish eats, come get your diamond hard rock flakes. Guess that's what for the mermaids are apparently in this. Yeah, you know, whatever. You seen one, you seen them all. Game 12, Brother Ball. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here. You're a triplet pair of green balls that look like the cutified versions of Electrode. You move them under one of your saddened fellow yellow ball friends who need help, apparently, all while avoiding some low-flying toy planes. If you lose a ball, you can get one back hitting a pink girly ball that becomes one of the brothers? So wait, was that brother cross-dressing or something?
I mean, whatever you want to do with your life is your business, but, well...
Game 13, Animal Blokes? Animal Blokes? What? Oh, Animal Blokes. Looks like whoever made this game took some lessons from good old Preston Blair. So yeah, this is your average click the pairs game. Just cue the arrow over the animal and find the other one and poof, whee! Fun for the whole family! I don't know, man, something off about that hippo. I mean, what's he looking at? What's he looking at? Game 14, Road Worker. Right off the bat, I got a problem with this game. Does this tune sound familiar? I gotta say, you're walking on thin ice, DreamGear. Pride of the Americas. Home of the made in Chinas. Though I guess you get a pass, considering it sounds like a cover made by a grade schooler for their trumpet lessons. The point of this one is to pick the next road construction that'll let the little buggy through. Kinda simple, no real danger here, but moving on. Game 15. This game defies any logic. No explanation, no real strategy, just look, I'm not even doing anything! It's just two different colored balls going in the holes, and you'll be lucky if one of them goes into the same colored hole? I don't even know what color ball I am! This game is balls! Big, sweaty, meaty, floppy balls!
balls, 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 balls.
What's in my wonder?
Well, folks, that was part 1 of our DreamGear adventure, and let me tell you, there was a lot more to cover. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe because part 2 is just around the corner. Also, thank you so much for liking this video. Check out my Facebook page, Twitter, and Tumblr accounts in the links within the descriptions below, and consider giving some support by checking out the Patreon page.